Morning, 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 morning. All right, watching NVIDIA this morning out the gate. Got a nice little upgrade, so this is what I'm watching. Want to see what else we can get out of NVIDIA so far. All right, market is down a little bit at key support levels. Would love to see if it can hold those levels to push higher. If not, we might get a nice little pullback. We'll see what'll happen here. All right, let's finish getting everything set up. NVIDIA looks like it wants to come back just a tad bit. See what happens here. There we go, NVIDIA. Nice push at the open. Liking it so far. There we go. There it goes. All right, all right. NVIDIA. We're looking for that 180.11 spot is what I've been wanting on this one. And it seems like we might get it today if we continue this push. Once we reclaim 180.11, then we can start looking for more upside on that NVIDIA. But let's just give it room. We have plenty of room to the upside, as you can see. I probably will start re-looking or trying to find different levels. But if we do get 180.11, next spot on that I'll probably be looking at for some resistance is that 189.88 level. Somewhere around there. All right, let me go ahead and adjust that back to those levels and we can keep going from there. So far, so good. A little extended right now, so we can possibly get this pullback is what you're probably looking. But I still think it's kind of early for us to start walking this up. Let's just let it do what it want to do. Facebook, nice push out to open as well. Looking good so far. Square, getting a little pullback, which is telling me the market isn't pushing just yet. Not too worried about it. Watch this Roku again off of this bottom. That can possibly get going, but just not yet. If it does start pushing, you want to take it right into that 65.30 level. Break that, you get more upside on Roku. So just watching that right now off the side of my eyes. There we go. All right. Market is not holding at 281.87, so that's telling me market can possibly pull back. There's the pop I'm looking for on Roku. I'm just trying to get it to that 65.30 spot. And then if we can get that, possibly get more out of that. But with the market pulling back, we might not get exactly what we want out of that one. Just give it some time. Let's see if we can pop it. And I'll just take profits right into that on a quick scalp. Come on. All right, guys. If I don't get a pop pretty soon here, I probably will exit this one. All right, I am all out of Roku. I'm not going to give it much more. I tried to get a nice little pop out of it. Not much profit, but I'm green on it. I should have took it off that closer pop towards that 65.30. I'm just not willing to wait. I wanted to start with some profits on the equity side, so I'm out of that one. because I feel as if once it pulls and yanks on me, it's going to give me a nasty pull. Market is also pulling, so this can possibly pull right back down. Couldn't reclaim this trend. Once I started seeing that, I just exited. I'm not willing to risk my little profits on this morning. I want to be green. If it does go without me from here on up, I am okay with that. Just something to make a quick little profit. Here's the pullback. This is what I don't want to do, be part of. And I'm watching the overall market. It's also pulling back. So it can possibly pull right into that 64 level, hold as support, and then push higher. But I'm not willing to risk. I was up. Nice little profit. And I didn't want to give that away. Scotty Eubanks, what's good with you? Good morning. Good morning. Trying to get paid. There goes the pullback. This is what I was telling you guys. This is why I jumped out of Roku so fast. It couldn't hold above that level. Now there's the pull. This could possibly pull right back down to the 64.11 spot, hold as support, and then see if we can ramp that back up. But I didn't want to go through all that. That's why I took profits. As you can see, in and out, quick little profit in the morning off that pop. Told you why I got out. Market was pulling. Market is still pulling. So that tells me Square should be pulling it again. I'll probably be watching that on the equity side. See if I can scalp that to the upside as well. So it's my, yep, Roku, Square, Apple, everything is pulling back. I'm pretty sure all this pullback that's happening today is all because of the Fed minutes. People are locking some profits in. So if you look at Apple, pulling back, there goes a pullback right into support, coming right into support, needs to hold that level right here. Everything I'll be watching for probably some trend breaks or something like that. See if I can get a scalp to the upside. But again, everything is pulling back. I think the Fed minutes, which is surprising. I would have thought people would have been bullish on the market with that, knowing that they're probably going to be give the market what they were looking for. So just a little shock. So listen, today, just don't jump into stuff if you're not in puts or anything like that. Just wait to trend start reversing or breaking and then take it to the upside so you can minimize your risk to the downside. Is what I'm looking for. As you can see, I jumped out of that Roku. I'm happy I did. It did pull back. So that quick little profit in the morning was cool with me. Not upset about it. Let's pull that back up. I'm just upset I didn't take it closer towards that 65.30 spot. But hey, it happens. Pull back, held. Possibly can get going again, but I'm not willing to jump in there, not with the market pulling on me the way it is. Nvidia holding up nice, pretty nice. We wanted to hold above. Let's pull Nvidia up. I'm watching everything here. Might try to scalp some Square pretty soon, but we'll see. Let me set this up real quick. Let's minimize you, slide you over, take you off. Okay. Tosin, good morning, Tosin. Good morning, good morning. There's the pull. See, Roku is just not set yet. This is why I'm happy I jumped out of that. Oh, it's all good, team. Just doing a little something. Not much. I'm not going to be heavy today on the trading side anyway because, as you know, the minutes are today. So I will probably be waiting more towards the minutes to get back in and probably take some of these things if it is bullish for the market. And then the market can push. Let's look at the Square again. Oof. Nasty pull again. You guys already know I will load up again in Square. If we pull right down here, anywhere in this level again, I will be loading up on Square. I think it gets bought up every time it hits that level. This is all a pullback. And I'll probably add into my swing again on Square. So far so good. Good morning. Slide you over. Let's go here. I think I go here, right? And guys, I know yesterday my mic was going in and out. If it is doing the same today, please let me know so I can adjust this mic and keep playing with it, because I won't know if you guys can't hear or what you guys can hear. So just let me know if you guys can't hear me. I know that was the issue yesterday and I was trying to fix that. So Square right now, I'm still watching this one, just starting to watch some levels on it, coming into some support, as you can see. Trying to get this one going. I don't want to jump in just too early on this one. All right, let's start setting some limit orders in, trying to get things prepped. So I want to pull this trigger, I can get right on in. Market is still pulling, nothing yet. You got a nice little gap extension on that. Let's see if we can start popping some of these. Square, I want to see some kind of trend reversal. Don't want to jump in early. The reason why I don't want to risk it here, I want to start showing itself, is because if that 74.70 break, it does have room all the way down to 74.22. And if I would rather take it here so I can have this little risk here as support, but right now I just can't get it just quite yet. If it does start turning, we can probably pop this all the way back to 75.51 would be what I'm looking for when I do jump in, but I'm just not jumping in just yet. I think we got more downside coming on this one. What are you going to do, Square? Want to get this on the equity side, and this is why I'm watching it. Ugh. So if I was to try to take it here, it would be a what? Not even a 10-cent risk. About a 15-cent risk. Let's see if the market is doing here. Starting to hold. Wanted to see market hold this bottom. So, all right, guys, if we take it here, I'm thinking about pulling it here and see if I can get a little bounce. Trying to see across the board how we're looking. Just don't like the semis right now. We're looking here. Not yet. Still basing. Facebook is trying to rip. Nvidia does the pullback. All right, I'm going to put tight stops on this. My risk on this is going to be that 74.70. That's my risk on it. And then I'll see what happens from there. I'm going to see if I can get a bounce towards that 75.58 on it. So far green already on just that little pop. I want to see it break to 75.10. Break 75.10. We can possibly push to 75.47. But we'll see what happens. Market seems like it's trying to come off the bottom here. So this is the reason why I'm taking this risk. Tight stops on it, real tight stops. Let's see what happens. All right, we're getting the bounce. I'm looking for this first trend right here to break. Come on. That's what I'm looking for. See if I can pop this and see if we can get a little push. If not, I'll take profits real quick on this one. Not even going to hesitate. Some of the stuff are trying to come off this bottom right here. So this is why I'm trying to take this. Let's see if we can pop this trend right here. Pop this trend, we can possibly push towards 75.47. If not, I'll take profits on this real quick. So here's the test. Like to see us break this. Come on, can we break it? Will we break it? It's trying to break it. If we can break it, I'm looking for that 75.47 push on it. So far, so good. We're looking nice. Nice entry. Nice support. Risk was on our side. Let's see if we can get this little pop. Come on. I'm watching everything across the board here. Everything's still looking good. Facebook is looking extremely strong. Roku, good thing we got out of Roku. Roku is still taking a dump. Almost there, guys. 75.47 is all I want on this. If I can get it, I will be happy. If not, I will be scaling out and taking profits. If we do break that 75.47 and hold above it, I think we can possibly push towards that 75.67 level. Let's see what happens. Tight stops on it. I have trailing stops tight here. Looking good, guys. Looking good. Nice entry. Nice risk. Nice profits this morning already. So far I'm 2-0. Both trades. If we don't get this pop, I will be out. I am out. No, sell. Come on, execute that. Still in it. Position. What just happened? Sell. Come on. Good, nice little gain. Not upset about that. Wanted the more. I wanted that top. I was trying to get it. That little pullback took some of my profits on that one. But we'll see. It can possibly pull back and go again. I'm okay with that. Can't complain. Just trying to get that 75.47 level. Couldn't get it. See what happens here. Nice little scalp on that. Almost nailed that tip. Is what I was trying to do. Nail that little tip right at the top of it and take that profit. There goes the pullback. Let's see what happens. If it pulls back in 75.10, let's see if that holds and see if they get a continuation. That was a fun little scalp on the equity side. I was okay with it. Apple pulled back, held that level and trying to push. See, so it was a good thing we did get out. Here's the pull. Pretty much almost nailed our spot on that quick scalp. Not mad at all with that. I'm actually happy with it. So it's now retesting the trend. If this holds the trend, it can probably push back up, create a lower high, and then see if it can get going. So quick, fun scalp. Happy with it. See if we can scalp something else. So 2-0 so far this morning. 2 trades. Roku nailed that little pop. Square, we just nailed that pop. Not upset at all. Amazon is looking like a monster this morning. Here's the higher low. If this breaks, which I always tell you guys, this is why I hurry up and got out. I didn't want to get caught up in this. That trend broke. Now it can possibly come back down. That's what I was looking at. Now we'll see what happens next. Let's just readjust that trend now since it's been violated. And then we can play with it some more. Probably place you right around here somewhere. Still violated it. All right. So that was a fun little scalp. Again, let's just see if we can get another nice little setup. That can possibly hold and go. It's holding that little bounce, but we'll see. Market still haven't showed itself to me yet. Square, nice hold. Come on, what are you gonna do? And again, I'm pretty sure we might just chop around today. This is why I'm saying I will probably 9 times out of 10 come back around Fed minutes and then see what happens. But so far this morning, I'm happy with the profits. Didn't hit my daily goal yet, but we tried. No need to force anything. See what happens. Morning, Tamika. All right, let's see what happens. Square is holding up so far, but I still don't like it here for another scalp. That was a fun, quick scalp on what's the name. I think it comes down more. As you can see, couldn't hold it. Once I start seeing things like this, it pops up and it comes back down and it can't re-break it. I think we get a nice little lower low. This can be a nice little flag setting up here. So if this, oh, come on. Let's see if this breaks. If this breaks, as you can see, it's trying to hold it. If it breaks, it'll come down lower. I don't like that one where it is right now, so we'll remove you. And let's look at that picture now. On Square, AMD was a pretty fun swing. That paid us pretty good. So Square is holding us up so far. What is market doing? Market wants to pull back as well. So nothing yet on that. Small caps are also coming down. So just give it time, guys. See, don't rush anything. If you're grabbing puts, if you were shorting the market at the open, you're pretty much still looking good for more downside until some of these trend breaks. I just don't see market pushing yet. The one thing I do like about SPY that I'm watching is, if you guys watch that post, I put it up. I want SPY to hold that 281.15 level. And as you can see, market pulled just right around that level, held it. Now we're getting some type of uptrend, not much, but this can be a bear flag setting up. But if this can hold, we start pushing. I think Square and everything else start following through. Your apples and stuff like that should start following as well. So I'm just happy it held these levels that I was looking for yesterday. As you can see, this is why we're getting a bounce. That's the reason why I was trying to bounce Square, but Square didn't show me the strength that I was looking for in it. That's why I hurry up and took lock profits on that one. And again, it's just not the nice little move was here. It's holding it, so this can possibly start pushing towards that spot that we wanted, 75.45. So will I jump in right now? Probably not. I'm happy with the quick little profits I made on that. Don't want to give it back. If I do try to get back in it, I want to see some true momentum going to the upside for me to get back in on that one. No, I didn't look at FedEx, FDX. How are they doing? I want to take a swing. FedEx. That's what I should have played this morning. See if you can come back down. I think you probably get more downside. Only a point. More money here. All right, there's your. See, this is what I'm saying. It still hasn't showed itself, and I think this is a bear flag shutting up. I just don't think it's ready yet. So if you guys are trying to bounce this, scalp this a little bit, just be careful here. If this level breaks, this comes right back down. I just don't feel it quite yet. I think it was just a little extended. It wanted to correct itself a little bit and then come right back down is what I'm thinking on it. But again, I can be wrong. BA is pretty strong out of the gate. You got Amazon strong. Got a couple of names kind of showing some strength. All right, so my baby that I watch typically like to see it doing the opposite. It's starting to do the opposite, so this might start pushing higher. Springer, good morning. So let's see what happens on it. Pretty happy with it. Here it goes. This is the break right here. If this breaks this, we can come back down, retest these lows, and then probably go lower. Is what I'm thinking on it. We'll see what happens. So far, this is why I stayed away from Square. I didn't want to jump in there long just yet. Now, if that AMD comes back down and give us a nice pullback, I'll probably take a swing on AMD again. As you guys know, I am watching that for another swing. So Roku, good thing we got of our long on Roku. Roku is still pulling as well. Still trying to see if I can find me another nice little setup. Nvidia right into support. Hold that support, needs to hold it, or we can get a nasty pull on Nvidia. Not worried about that one at all. Doing that. I wonder why that's not coming up. Still holding up. Looked like I jumped out a little too early on Square, guys. It's cool. Didn't want to risk it. Market wasn't showing itself. Square seems like it might push towards that spot I wanted, and it did. That's what I was looking for. The break here, pop that, then we would have tested this level and start pushing back to the upside. Is what I was trying to get on this move, but it pulled back on me. I didn't want to go through this. This is what I was looking for. Here it is right here. This is the spot I wanted. Reclaim it or even test it. Now you pull back. That's what I wanted. I would have got a return I wanted on it too. I'd have been, wouldn't be trying to scalp right now had I got that spot. All right, so I'm looking for one more scalp. That's probably going to push. There it goes. If it holds this level, breaks this trend, you can start looking for a push towards that 75.54 level. Is probably where you find some resistance on that. It's probably where it's trying to go, honestly. 75.54. So little quick in and out on that one. Should have held a little longer, but this is part of that. I might use Thinkorswim, Tamika. So that's that, guys. As you can see, oh man, we would have hit my spot. All I wanted was that quick little pop. I would have been done. I don't know if I'll do one more trade. I don't know. 2 for 1. I typically try to get, if I do trade more than 2, it's probably around 3 or 4, and then I'm done. Maxed out. Try to see if I can see. Here goes the pullback. This is what I wanted. I thought I would have got a stronger push here. Tap it, get into that resistance, and then you get that pullback. Is what I wanted to see on it, but hey, it is what it is. Sometimes I jump out too early. And again, I know a lot of people like, that's not a big move. Well, when you got 1,000 shares on the table, yes, this is a big move. And if it goes against you 50 cents and you're wrong, 50 cents of 1,000 shares, that's a $500 hit. I don't play that game. So the minute I can get my money, I get in and out. I don't take any time. Just take a quick little profit when I'm playing equity. It's just me trying to scalp, just to do something while I'm trying to set myself up for some option contracts or some, see if I can get some swings. So here it is. This is what I told you guys was going to happen. Pop right into the 75.45, and then you get that pullback. Wanted it here, didn't get it here. Pulled back earlier on me, and then it finally retested that area I was looking for, and now it's pulling back. Probably pull right into the 75.10 hold, and then see if you can consolidate and see if you can get that going back to the upside. Market should be pulling more right here. Market is about to test that 281.15 level. I told you guys it would test. It's almost there. SPY, bingo. See, there it goes. This is why I told you guys I was not comfortable with the bounce. Didn't look good to me. I didn't see a whole lot of follow through, and look at that right there. Nasty yank. This is what I'm saying. So this is why I backed off on Square, Roku. I just wanted to scalp towards the upside. Anytime you hear me scalping to the upside, 9 times out of 10, I'm more leaning towards downside on the market. So I think the downside is, this is going to be a key level for it to test right here. This 281.15. Let's see how it plays out at this level, and then you can go from there. Ooh. So let's see what kind of setups we can find. BA right into resistance, and BA is also pulling back is what I was watching on that, but nothing yet. Again, like I keep saying it, I'm not heavily long just yet because you got the Fed minutes today, so you have to wait to see on the outcome of that. And this is why everybody's probably profit taking right now. AMD is giving me that pullback I was looking for, which is awesome. I need that to come down some more so I can take position on that for another swing. All right. Everything's setting up to the downside. BA is probably the strongest one. That Apple, Facebook is also pretty strong. So Facebook, Apple, not Apple. Facebook, Amazon, and BA are probably the strongest charts right now that I'm seeing on the day. That Square is just consolidating. Let me see something real quick. Let's see if I can have some fun with Square. It's cute. Delta on that. 44 cents. Not yet. Spy. Just bear with me, guys. What I'm doing is just looking at contracts, seeing what I can probably get in, especially on SPY, since today's Lotto Friday. Lotto Wednesday. Lottos. Yeah. Trying to see if I can just get a nice little bounce. Something cheap. Just to have fun. This can hurry up. 282. Sit in my hand still. So here comes the balance on SPY. What I was trying to do is get some SPY contracts. Lotto, I thought they would have been a little cheaper. Those 282s is what I was looking at, but I didn't want to put that much money on just a Lotto for today. I typically try to get them even cheaper than that. So they're like 61 bucks. So if I wanted a couple contracts, I can get it at that level. I just didn't want to put that much money on the table on a Lotto. I try to get them when they're like 20 cents or 10 cents or something like that, at a level I think they can go to and nail it. But I just didn't want to risk that right now. Not where it is. All right, there goes Square. SPY. SPY seems like it's trying to pop here. Again, that once you have to take out this, let's put the trend down so you guys can possibly see that. Is what I'm saying on this one is, and it's actually trying to break it now. It's happening now. Come on, there it goes. This is what I was looking for, a break. If you break that, then you possibly push back towards this 281.87. Needs to hold above this level to get that. I just don't like the contracts on those at this point right now, and I didn't want to take it. Didn't get, they're just not cheap enough for me to take it. So I just sit back and wait, see if that works out. I think that's actually going to try to pop. That's no longer extended either. See, this is what I'm saying. Just feel the extension on that as well. The extension on that is 281.58. You have to hold above that level, which would be, let's put it on the chart real quick. 281.51, I think it is. Like right at it too. Edit properties, 281.54. Right at it. Let's turn this off so we know this is just a resistance area we're looking at intraday. See, it has to hold this level right here. If you can hold it, you can possibly push back up. If not, this is resistance, it'll come back down. And that's what I was watching, that level. So I still don't think it's quite ready yet. And it was a great call by us to take the profits and run on Square, not sticking around on it on the equity side. And there it goes, coming down still. Same thing, setting up just like SPY to me. Same chart. Pull down, 74.40, 74.70 level breaks. That has room to 74.22 and 74.73. 99. If we can get within this level, I see some consolidation. I'll take another swing on it, add into my swing position on it is what I meant. So that being said, I'll come back and visit you, see how you're playing out. This might just be a choppy day in the FANG sector. So one of the ones I am watching, and I'll keep watching it over time. I want to probably watch over a few days, see how it acts. This FedEx is beaten down. Had bad earnings, is right back to this level of support. I mean, I want to see if it can come down a tad bit more. Not sure if it will. Numbers wasn't good. I just wanted that to come down some more. I want to take a long-term position in FedEx. Think it'll have a lot of growth in that one over time. I just don't want to take it here just yet. I want it to come down more. So I'm going to give that some more time. I missed that first pull on it. Want to get that into my long-term positions portfolio. So I'm watching FedEx. All right, it's holding that level, guys. Thanks in positive bounce here. There we go. That's holding it. Lower lows. Let's go look at Square. See what we can scout. If we can set some up on Square. Righty in. Don't bounce on me just yet. Alright, see if I can get a minor pullback. If that breaks, I can start pushing again. I don't want to take it here. I wanted to take it right around here to lessen my risk. What's that? 74.96. Like a 20-cent pull. You know what? I'm going to take a small position in this and see if I can bounce it. Right here. And my risk is going to be here. So I lessen the size I play with on this one. Don't want to give too much back on this. And we'll see what happens. Because I'm starting to see the market wants to bounce here. So this can be some base. And if so, we can possibly get this going. It typically lags sometime is what I'm thinking. So let's see what happens. Here's the pullback. See what happens here. Let's see what happens. Remember, can't give up this 74.70 level. If we allow that to break, we're going to have room all the way down to 74.22. That's too much of a risk. So you got to keep these stops extremely tight on this one. So that's what I'm watching. I'm trying to see if we can probably break this trend. If we break this trend, I think we can get a trend reversal and try to get some kind of correction on this to the upside. That's what I'm trying to get on it. Come on. All right, it's pulling on us. Watch this level here, guys. Extremely important level. Do not give it any more than that. What are you going to do? Market is pulling back again as well, which can kind of get this pullback. Come on. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Have tight stops on that, guys. Extremely tight stops. If that pulls, it's going to that 74.22. And then I'll probably revisit that. That'll probably be my fourth trade on the day. If this goes against me, I'll be 2 for 1. And then I'll probably give it one more shot, 2 for 2 out in the day. See how this plays out. What are you going to do? Market is pulling again. This is going to be an extremely choppy day. Let's see what happens here. It seems like we're going to get stopped out. Bingo. I'm not going to do what I did yesterday. Let's just give it a couple seconds. See if this closes below that level. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It closes below the level. Guys, you got to respect it. Come on. Yep, it doesn't look good, guys. And I am stopped out. All right, so I can't touch that anymore. Let it come down. Retest it. We'll see if we can get it on the pop again. 2 for 1. Damn it. Coleman, what's good with you, Steve? So we'll sit back now, sit tight, let it set up. Market is extremely choppy. I'll probably give one more attempt on that one. 2 for 1 on the morning. Still happy we got out of Roku. We tried that one. Should have took the little pop I had, but I didn't. It wasn't much to take anyway. Netflix is strong out of the gate, popping. Come on, Square. Why are you doing me like this, baby? Come on now. Just come down to 74.22, baby. See, this is why you have to respect those levels, like I told you. Some people don't respect them, and what happens is they get killed. So a $20 hit off of what I already made this morning is not bad versus where you're going to take, let's just say, if you allow this go, that 20 right now, I'm pretty sure my $20 is probably almost 80 bucks now by this continue to pull like this. So a small hit, I would take a small hit. I'm already up on the day. I'm green on the day. Give some back versus taking a huge hit and giving a huge amount back to the market. That's crazy. So just manage your downsides, right? And that's how you stay alive at this game. There it goes. Come on down. Man, I ain't run into you ever since I left what was that, Iowa? There's the pullback, guys. 74.22 is in the cards now on that. Bum, 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 bum. SPY is almost at their level, 281.15. As noted earlier, it is almost there. Don't need this one anymore. We can clean that up. Miss Drew. All right, let it come down, guys. Almost there. 74.22 is where it wants to go. And let's see if we can find some support there. All right, let's go look at SPY real quick. As you can see, that as well is almost at its target point as well. 281. Still trying to do it. 281.15. We needed to get there. Let's see how it reacts. If that breaks, this market will probably pull. Sorry about that. To 280.89. So let's watch that level as well. We don't need this anymore. That out the way as well. Let's readjust some of these levels. Bingo. What's that? There we go. Probably keep it there for now. See if we can come around this 281.15. We'd love to see that hold as support. If anything, we start consolidating, trading sideways, test it, break to the upside. Let's see if we can get that. So I am watching that on the side. What will be my risk? See if we get rejected, come back down some. Very toppy. Some of these names are showing upside. It's just don't like what I'm seeing here on the market, overall market. So we'll just be patient. We'll just be patient this morning on this. Let's not rush it and overtrade. Just be patient on it. Come on, baby. Come down some more. Just clean you up a little bit here. I want you to come down more. See if we can nail you to the upside. Nothing yet. And what I'll do is, how about I have both of you guys on? Yep, right there. I have two levels of trends. If we break one, I'll probably try to scalp it. I can try to take it here and see if we can bounce it, but I don't like trying those. Carter, morning, how's it going? If I try to take it here, I gotta give it here. What's the risk on that? Almost like a 20-cent risk. See what happens. How's the market doing? Not good yet. What would it be that bounce to? 74.79. Good bounce. Let's see if you come down just a tad bit more. That extension is not that great though, but everything is just so strong. Let's give it a shot. See if we can get this going again. I just feel as if you're looking across the board, I'm starting to see things consolidating and bouncing. So let's see what happens here. If we can break this and start getting this curl, I want to see this break, possibly start pushing towards this. If so, we can possibly start pushing towards 74.84 once this starts working. So let's just see what happens. If I don't nail it this time, I'll be done and I'll just walk away with the remainder of my profits this morning. Don't want to overtrade. That'll put me at 4 trades this morning and not much of a gain, but we'll see. Stops, no matter what, you can either put them here because you'll pull down to this level or here, whichever. I'm probably going to give it to here. Let's see if I can get it. Just SPY is still coming down. I'm just liking what I'm seeing on a few of these. I like Boeing, BA this morning. I'm liking Netflix. I'm liking Apple. The only things that are coming down are the semiconductors, which is eventually we will find some kind of basin. And if it does, I think this market can kind of turn around and try to push. You also have SPY coming right into that 281.15 level. That support level is what I was looking at. So that's also what I'm watching. Let's see if we can get this to turn around and push to the upside. Let's see what happens. And again, you guys already know what I always say. This lags a lot behind. Futures are still pulling. I'm watching the futures as well, but they're also coming into support, and I can pull that up real quick for you guys. So if you look at the futures, I have some support coming in right here. As you can see, here's the support I'm looking for. SPY also has some support coming in. And it broke it. So that possibly can, like I told you guys, if that breaks that level, 288, 280, 89 is where that support is. With that being broke, I think SPY pulls down, not SPY, but Square should come down a little bit more. And it looks like I'm going to get stopped out on that. If it does, we'll see what happens. It's trying to consolidate. Haven't seen it clearly yet. Can't break this level just yet. So just tight on everything. Let's just keep it tight. Don't give it too much room. SPY is still trying to hold that 281 level. Futures as well is holding that support. This could be some consolidation down here, which is what we want to start seeing. Let's see what happens. Will I go 2 for 2 today, or will I be 3 for 1? Let's find out. Will you base here? You're breaking the trend, which is a plus for us, right? It's not extended much, but I'd like to see more of an extension on that when I'm trying to bounce. But I think that little extension could get us something. So let's just mark that, see if we can start marching this back up. It has these two resistance level it has to get through. It's going to be kind of hard for it to do that, but we'll see if we can manage that. Let's edit that one just to get a level indicator, seeing where we're trying to go with it. Let's turn you off. I will be looking probably towards a bounce towards 74.83 would be my first target point. $83, reclaim that. I would like to see if we can start pushing. So this little spot right here is where I wanted to go. 74.83, we reclaim that. We can try to start pushing. Key level that I would love to see is this downtrend right here you're seeing. I want to see us take that out. If we can take that out, then we can start getting that trend reversal we're looking for. So still has a lot of work to put in so far. Just giving it time, letting it work. Let's see what happens. Roku is trying to come off the bottom as well. Facebook held up pretty strong. Financials are not, I don't think you'll get much out of financials today until those minutes are released. So with that being said, let's just see what happens with this. SPY held that level. Futures are holding that bottom as well, which is all positive as of right now. So let's just see if we can consolidate, at least get some consolidation is what I'm looking for here. Consolidate, then we break the little range it probably is going to create within that consolidation to the upside. Then we can start seeing some kind of trend reversal. I'm just shocked that we're still selling off from yesterday, but like we always say, the market is unpredictable. You have to play what the charts is giving you and don't fight it. The minute you start fighting what the chart is telling you, you get hurt. So far so good. And I'm just watching some of these things coming off the bottom here. BA is a monster today. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do, Square? What do you guys think? Do you think Square bounces here? Or do you think Square has more downside? So we're looking for that 280, what was it? Sorry about that. 74.83 level, which is that first spot I think that we have to reclaim on. That is what I'm looking for. So far consolidating, it's holding up, making some of my money back that we took on that little hit. So see if we can get back to at least our full profits from this morning. Come on, can I get a nice little pop out of you or something? Show yourself. It is trying, guys. It's trying. Just be patient with it. I am being extremely patient with this one. There we go. We're trying here. Get this. If we can get this back to 75.10, I'll be happy with that trade. And then I'll probably come back later for Fed minutes and see what I can get out of the Fed minutes. Apple is super strong this morning. Reclaim some key support. Apple wants to go higher. BA is just a monster. I've been saying that all morning. Oh my goodness. So let those play out. Happy with them. Little shock with Nvidia right now with that pullback, but I can totally understand off that run. All right, guys, Square hit our spot. We needed to get above that level. So let it pull back into the 74.70 level. See if it can hold. If it holds, we can start getting this push towards the upside is what I'm trying to get on it. So it seems like we probably bought a nice bottom here. We just haven't, we're not free yet. Let's say it like that. We're not scot-free yet. So it is trying to get going here. Let's see what happens. Let it work. See if this can get going. Always lag behind the market, like I keep saying. So I like trading. Whenever this is down like this, I like playing this one. I guess I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed that already. Anytime the market is down and I see this is down big, I typically try to nail the bottoms for some nice scalps because it give you at least a 1.2 range to the upside from wherever it is. So this is why I like playing squares. You just have to be patient with it sometimes. And if market gets going across the board, I think this can get going across as well. So this is what I'm waiting to see if we can get that flowing. This is the level I wanted to see. This trend, this dotted area right here is what I wanted to break. We can break that. We get above this 75.10. I think we got room to 75.47. And then so on. So I'm just watching stuff right here, just giving it time. Don't want to choke it. And then we'll see what happens. So as you guys know, I don't flip chart. Anytime I have equity positions on the table, I typically keep that chart up, because if I'm not, like, if I don't have that breathing room just yet, which I don't have on this one, I like to watch it like a hawk, because I don't see, like, say for instance, if this yanks on me, I want to be able to get out of the trade. So this is why I watch these right now. I don't have that room yet to where I'm like, whew, okay, I can give it some breathing room, and then I can just allow the trailing stops to manage it for me. So until I get that, I don't typically flip that much when I have that size on the table. So just bear with me, and then once I get this one rolling, take my profits, and then we can start flipping around. Market is testing some key resistance here. That 281.54 needs to get above it, hold above it, then you can start pushing towards that 281.70 level. So just watching it, see if we can get this trend break here. We break this trend, take out 75.10, we can start pushing to the upside. So just being patient with it right now. Come on. And again, market is having trouble at that 281.54 level. Need to get above that level for us to push. And as you can see, we're having issues right around the same area here. Need to take out that downtrend. Market is pretty much took it out, which is a plus on the market side. It's just we haven't did what we needed to do on our side, but market is also into resistance right here. So that can pull this back down again. Don't get everything back here, guys. Keep it tight. Move your trailing stops up. Don't let this trade go red on you. You're green on it. Do not let it go red. So far, a good little scalp off the bottom. Just tighten it up. Don't let it go red on you. There it goes. If this 74th level breaks, you'll be going right back down. So again, just keep your stops tight. Or you can also play it off this. All right. You can give it to here if you wanted to. It's up to you. It's freaking freezing in here. OCFT, I am so far 2 for 1 this morning. I nailed scalp on Roku this morning, the pop, and then I came and nailed square on a pop right here. It's a little pop right here. And then I tried to nail it here. I was green. I didn't take it. It pulled on me. I gave a little bit back. So now we're trying to nail this again to the upside. So we're green on it now. It's going. I'm looking to see if we can get this back to 75.10. But the market is not showing me that it wants to continue to the upside. So we're having a little trouble here on square. OC4T. So that's what I'm looking for right now. I am trading this on the equity side, not the option side. I have a swing on it on the option side. So just trying to make some money on the downside to cover whatever hits I made took in on the option side. So that's that. So far 2 for 1. If this goes my way, I'll be 3 for 1. Just letting it work here. Letting everybody know, do not allow this little pop that we caught to go green against them. They're green on it now. You just manage it here. Don't let it go against you. Is basically what I'm saying. Just keep it tight. Market wants to pull. So if you guys wanted to be safe, you can probably take profits here. If you wanted to give it breathing room, you can give it a 74.10 or this trend. Me personally, I'm probably going to play this trend. I think we can probably get this to pop, break, and at least get the 75.10 is what I'm looking for on this. That's where I'm trying to get it. Roku's coming off the bottom. I'm not going to touch that again. I'm already at 4 trades of that. I typically trade like 4 times, 3 or 4 trades, and then I'm done. No matter what, whether I'm green, red, orange, blue, I don't care. That's just one of my rules. I don't like over trading. So far still green on the day. Haven't hit my daily goal is the only thing I'm not happy about, but green, it's money, so always be happy with that. What do we have here? Come on, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So this can possibly be another bear flag setting up if this doesn't go. Watch it, guys. All right, do not let this go or you'll be red on the trade. So just be careful, tight stops on it. I have tight stops on this one. Won't let it go against me. All right, if this pops, breaks, this is a bear flag setting up. I think we go and test that 74.22. So that's what I was saying. The first spot you had to get to, we got it to it to 74.83. Should have at least nibble something off within that level and see if you could have got more out of the rest. So just keep everything tight. If you're still in it and you're still trying to play that, that's how you play that. Do not allow this trend here to break. All right. Here it goes. If you allow this level here to break, it'll pull on you. So just keep it tight. Like I'm saying, if it holds, you can probably get this push. You need to take this trend right here out. Until you take that out, I don't think we're safe yet. So again, please take your profits if you're up. Don't let that go against you. Market is pulling back. Market is still pulling back. Everything is starting to pull back. Semiconductors are still pulling back. So that can probably drag this market down as well. Tight stop, guys. Only thing I like on the market, well, let's just say not market, but one thing I like about SPY is this holding at 281.15. Looking at the futures is still holding at 2824.25. So still good for the market. Shows us we got some support down here. We just need to break some of these downwards trend. Market is starting to consolidate in between that 281.50. Well, SPY is starting to have some consolidation happening in between 281.54 and 281.15. So that's the little range is created. So basically what I'm saying is this can also be starting to create a little range. If you see it, this can be that little range it's trying to create as well. So just keep it tight. Don't allow this to break or you'll probably go back and test that bottom. That bottom break, we go to 74.22. Just keep it everything tight on that. The time I have on it, it is 10:40 on the head, 3 seconds, 4. So it's about 10:40. Would it, and when you find out the lag on that, Les, let me know. I would like to know that. So Roku is coming off that bottom pretty well. Let's see if we can get this to go. Held that trend. Let's see what happens. No need to panic again. Like I said, I thought we felt some range break. Market is holding that 281. SPY is holding 281.15. Futures held that bottom. If we can start holding these bottoms and start curling, I think we can probably be in a pretty good position with the square. Is what I'm feeling on right now. So I still like it. I mean, as you can see, I'm not even stressed out about it. No panic so far. Just want to see it breaks this trend right here, and it's again having issues at it. Same thing with the market, having issues with the same trend. But that's also holding up as well. So let's see what happens. Tight stops, guys. Do not let this yank on you. If it does, it is going to yank hard. So just keep tight stops on it. If we can pop this, we'll get a nice little pop and should push towards that 75.10 area. And that's what I'm looking for on that. Market is just in a straight range. And these are the days I hate the most, when we don't have like just solid trends. Because then you got to wait things out like this, and I hate it. It's not fun. Okay, 30-second delay. That's not bad. I don't think that's bad. It would be bad if this was like alert service or something. Then yeah, 30 seconds would hurt you. But I don't know. Whatever. So it's holding up still, guys. Let's see what happens. Once I get some breathing room, I'll start flipping around. We can look at other charts. It's just I want to see this get out of this stupid range it's trading in right now. Well, I guess it's good for us, especially because we're trying to take this long. That we're getting this little consolidation down here, but again, everything is just choppy, and I kind of pretty much felt this was going to happen today. Should have walked away with my gains out of the gate. Wouldn't gave some of that back. Here it goes. Probably going to test this trend again. Having issues right at that level. It's just crazy. So there's two things that can happen here too, right? So what I'm looking at is, well, let's say three. Let's play out all three scenarios. The first one is we finally break this and we push up once we take out this 75, what is it, 75.83 level. Once we take that out, we can start pushing towards highs, right? Back towards up 75.10. Seems like that's the one that's playing out. There it is, right? But we're not free yet, because as you can see, this little top right here, you need to get back above that so we can know that this trend is pretty solid. So until we get that, I'm not happy with it. The second way I was going to say that this can play out is we trade within this range, right, all day, which would suck, and then get small little pops. The third way it could have played out is we trade within this range, we break this, and then come back down. So right now we're getting what we want out of it, which is this little pop here. But I'm looking across the board. I still would like to see some other follow through on some of these other ones. So let's just bring this up just a tad bit. Right, let's edit these properties. Let's probably take that up to 75. I'll say, what is that? These lights, 7507. Is it? Yeah, 7507. If we can reclaim 7507, that'll be also a plus for us now. Just take it up just a tad bit. Where did it go? Oh, did I say 74? No, I want you to go to 75. Sorry guys about that. 7507. There we go. So I want to see it if we can get back above this now. As you can see, it's just right below our resistance levels. That's what I'm trying to get it to. Once we take out 75.10, I think that's when we'll start getting nice flow through on that. So far so good. It's working out. Slow, sorry about that. Slow trade, not an exciting morning. We pretty much had to put in some work today because of that one that went against us, but for the most part, okay morning. Just please manage that one. Everybody should be green on this so far. Roku was probably the better bounce off the bottom, but we went with Square, a little bit more challenging. I think Square is going to pay off us for our patience. Just be patient with it. Let's see what can happen here. Again, we need to take out 75.07 and then 75.10, and then from there we can start seeing if we can manage this even better. Still not enough room for me to feel relaxed with this just yet. I want this to work out some more. But so far so good. So I can now say I am 2 for 1 still, or 3 for 1, because I won't let this go red on me. And I'll just manage this on the upside. So Les, are you trading anything this morning? All right, almost there, guys. Look for that 75.07 break, and then we can possibly take out 75.10, and then see if we can get this rolling. If we can get this rolling, our next spot, you know what, let's just go ahead and, well, 75.07 spot hit. Let's just go ahead and just raise that up right to the next level that we probably will want to see, which is 75.37 on that. Would be key once we break that 75.10. Just stair step this up. So if we can break the 75.10, we can possibly push towards that 75.37 level. Is what I'll probably be looking at. Just stair step this up. Nothing yet, nothing big, nothing explosive on it. Looks like we probably nailed the bottom on this if you're trading equity. All right, spot hit 75.10. We are almost there. Get to 75.10, and then we can possibly start pushing. So you guys should be getting a nice little return now off this little move off the bottom. Just continue to walk this up. See if we can get above 75.10. Now we want to hold above 75.10. Once we hold above 75.10, we can possibly push towards that 75.37 level, which would be a plus. Right? Once you get above here, guys, at least take some profits on this nice little move. You should be taking something, locking something in on this. All right, this is a level of resistance. Always take profits at a level of resistance. Just pay yourself. Nothing wrong with paying yourself. It's never anything wrong with that. All right, so if we can pop this, then we can get a push. Again, market is still having issues down here. This is why we should see a pullback. If we do get a pullback, let's pull a pullback level. Why do I have that on? What, edit this one, say pullback level will probably be 74.94. Just keep it tight. 74.94. Let's turn you off so I don't get confused. There we go. So possibly if we do get a pullback on this rejection here, probably pull back down to the 74.94 level. Want to see that level hold to get more upside. If we pop this top, then we want it to hold above 75.10 so we can push towards that 75.37 level. Just my thought frame on that. Market is still trading within that range. This is why we're not getting explosive actions right now. If you pop through, look at the futures. If you're looking at SPY, if you're looking at the NASDAQ, all doing the same thing. It's just within the range, right? We need to get out of that range to get nice upside. So it seems like we're probably going to head towards that 75.37 level. Let's see if we can get that level. That'll be a plus on us. So far it looks like we nailed this bottom, guys. Nice trade so far off the bottom. So now you just got to manage it from here. If you're trading equity with this, just manage it. So I got a 74.94 still. I'll still keep it there for now. Nice little trend happening here. Just watch that. All right, here's the pullback again, guys. So watch this pullback. If we do get this pullback, we want to see the 75.94 area hold up. Is what I'll probably be looking for. If you want to raise it even tighter, you can probably push it to 75 bucks even, which I'm probably going to do because I don't want to give too much back. Let's just do 75 even. Yep. So I won't give too much back on that. If you want, so you got two levels of where you can give it to. Just manage that. Yeah, this is straight chop. Listen, Les, I need to blame myself on this one, and this is me just sometimes just wanting to nail bottoms, and it's like I'm addicted to trying to nail bottoms of trades and trying to get the upside movement to it. And when I do that, I get caught up in stuff like this, which is working out this morning. But if I just walked away with my gains this morning, I would have been extremely happy anyway. It's just now adding on to it, Hegs. Yeah, but again, I had to work for this morning. And I just like to take a trade, let it happen, and get out. Where this morning, it seems like I had to put in some work. I didn't get to enjoy my morning. Normally I'm giddy and I'm smiling, and I was actually working this morning, and that's what I didn't like. So again, market still hasn't broke out. Right into resistance. Needs to hold this 281.54 on SPY, S&P, and all these are testing key levels. The QQQs testing key levels, S&P 500s testing key levels. You got futures also right into resistance. So we should be getting some kind of pullbacks is what I'm seeing so far. Got you. Hey, listen, I don't blame you. Sometimes those are the best trades, Les. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. So guys, here's the pullback. Make sure you guys lock in profit, guys. Do not let this trade go red. All right, we nailed the bottom. We got a nice little movement on it. Granted, you didn't get a point, but you almost got pretty much 50 cents on it. That's a 50% return on your money. You should never complain about that. Lock it in. Lock that in. This is all just extra. I mean, even I got a tight stop on mine. And if it gets hit, it gets hit. I'm not even going to sweat it. I'm happy with my morning, guys. Almost can flip. I just haven't got my stop limit, haven't got triggered on this. So which is a plus. But I mean, some things are starting to pull back. This could probably pull back, and then I might get stopped out. Let's see what happens. Still holding. Nothing to freak out about. Little extended. Possible pull right into the 75. Needs to hold that. Breaks below that. I will be stopped out on that one. So let's see what happens. Here's the pullback, guys. And there's your pullback. Market is still trying to break out. So just keep everything tight. There goes the pullback, guys. So just be careful here. Oop, there it goes. All right, market is also pulling back. This is why you're getting pulled back. So if you guys are sitting through this now, I want you to understand this can possibly pull all the way back down here. If that level breaks, you're right back in the red again. So that's why I was telling you, lock profits. This was our profit target. We hit our profit target. You should have locked in and walked away with this trade. Don't allow it to go red on you. So don't let a good trade go bad, is basically what I'm saying. You made money, take the money and run. I have no problems doing it, and that's how I stay green every day pretty much. When I get greedy, those are the days where I typically go red on the day. It's just greed. So guys, good morning. So far, I'm happy with what I'm seeing. Market is trying to bounce as well. I told you guys, as long as SPY held that 2.8, we can flip around now. I told you guys, as long as market held that 281.15, I thought it can possibly push back up. And then once it did start pushing up, look for a 281.54 level. If it holds above that, look for more upside towards that 281.87. If you can reclaim 281.87, then I think you start pushing more to the upside. But again, as you can see, here's your range. All right, you're still in the range. You need to come out of this range. Same thing that was going through a square is also happening right in this chart. You're in the range. All right, you need to break out to this range to get more upside. Until then, you can test this top range, which you can pretty much see is doing here, and then you'll probably get a pullback. If you do get the pullback, you want to see this level hold and see if you can push higher. AMD, MU, nice pullback, held support. Those can possibly get going from here, but again, AMD, I wanted more of a pullback with that news so I can take that on a longer swing. It didn't give me what I wanted, so I didn't take a position in that. Apple is almost into resistance as well. That 187.54 as noted, it's almost there. Oh, come on. Let's take you off. All right. So that was resistance, pretty much almost there. This can possibly pull back. If you want, it's a little extended connect. It can pull back towards that 187 level. It seems like it's what it's trying to do. I think that looks like it probably even took out a trend as well. All right. It's testing it now, looks like. I hate when it does that. See how it broke the trend finally? So that can probably pull back down to that 187 level is what you can look on that. Yep. And again, market is trying to reclaim that level to push higher. You needed to get above that to go. Yeah, man, listen, those range breaks, I used to try to do those with the range break. Seems like after once you get that range break, they get a nice push in it, right? And then for some reason, it always come back and test it. So now I try when I see range breaks, if I'm not getting it right at the range break, I try to see if I can get a comeback to test it. But when you do that, the thing about that is, Les, is sometimes it just continues to run. And it's like, damn, I missed a great trade because you was looking for a pullback. So those range breaks are a little harder to nail. I don't know. I think from all aspects, all of them are kind of hard to nail if you really think about it. It's just eventually you create a niche and you become good at getting them. But those range breaks, man, when you get them and if you nailed it right at the range break, you can get nice little pushes on those things. I want to see if we're pretty much, I mean, I think we probably put a bottom in today, how things are setting up here. This will be interesting. I want to see how much this is going to curl. I want to see if they're going to buy this up into the minutes. This is getting a little interesting here. Watching some of these charts come off the bottom. SPY is coming off the bottom nicely. Futures are also coming off the bottom. A lot of these are coming off the bottom pretty nice. Just crazy. We'll see. Just be patient. If you guys are taking some of these from the bottom, just be patient with it. Seems like, yeah, things seems like they're trying to curl here. And if so, whoever bought these bottoms can possibly get paid off these bottoms. Yep. And I wanted you guys to see what I'm saying. I know you guys not hearing or seeing it because I haven't flipped it, but I was watching it on this screen here, and this is what I'm looking at. Can you see the trend? You see how it's starting to make a trend reversal? It's breaking out of this range right here. It's testing it now. You get back above this 281. This can be a nice little reversal happening. Is what I'm watching, and that's why I'm saying we probably put a nice little base in right down here. See if this can get going. Yeah. Yep. That's what I was watching. That's exactly what I was watching. Do you just trade options, Les, or do you do equity as well? It's happening. Seems like, all right, we break this 281.87 level. This can probably pop and push. I mean, everything is just lagging. Financials have found the bottom. It seems like they're coming off a bottom as well. See if he can break it. I want to see if he popped this. Shoot real quick. There we go. Zoom you out. See if it pulls back into this trend and hold. So far so good. Everything looks okay. We wanted to see that 281.87 break. Couldn't break it. Let's see if it pulls back into this trend, find the support, which I think we can pretty much call that the top of the range. A little off, but see if we can come back, test this trend, hold it, and then push higher. See how that goes. All right, so we're pulling back. Sorry, just reading a text message I just got. So we're getting a little pullback here. I want to see if this level can hold. If it can hold, possibly push higher. Let's see what happens. See what goes on. So here's the pullback, holding the level. Let's see if it can gear up, gain some strength, and see if it can pop this top up here. If not, get rejected. Might come back and try to test some of this bottom of the range. But we'll see what happens. To me, I think it's probably gaining some strength down here. I mean, futures are even gaining strength. I think it's probably going to try to break that 281.87. 298 would be the key level to take out on this one. So let's see what happens. So the pullback held that trend. Let's see if it gained enough steam to bust through the spot here. I mean, what if they're hawkish? Would the market tank? How much would the market tank? That'd be key. So within the range, as you guys can see, here's the range I was speaking of. This is what I'm always looking for. Can we get out of these ranges? Having a little issue here, but it's still holding this little trend. It's creating off the bottom. That'll be interesting. So it's a good thing we took our profits on Square. Square is still pulling back, hasn't showed any strength off that bottom. We can flip to that one so I can show you guys. And there it goes. So that was the profit taking. I was pulling back. If it can hold this level, this can possibly pull back down to 74.70 level. So we'll see what happens with that. See if we was made it right. If that was a great decision to get out up here. We'll see. Or will it just continue to push higher? Anything can happen right now. Just watch it for now. Not trying to do anything with that one anymore for now. 2 for 1 on the day. I can't complain about that. I just have to be satisfied with it. But what I am watching is I'm learning. I'm just testing something, watching this SPY out, seeing how it's trading out. Basically just learning the movements right now is what I'm doing, and seeing how it's trading out. So as you can see, it's testing this level again, breaks and can possibly pull back down to this 281.54 level. Apple has also broke the trend again. That's why I think we're not getting much of a push on some things as well. As you can see, Apple is also pulling back. That's probably pull right into this 186.22 level. We'll see what happens with that. It has a whole lot of support on that Apple. It has a whole lot of support. Actually testing support now, which would be right where it is. See how that acts out. Financial seems like they're trying to come off the bottom. Okay. The semiconductor is probably the only ones yet that haven't showed any true strength this morning, which is surprising. I'm really shocked by that AMD. I thought that would have had more in it today. Just shows you how much people are just tippy-toeing around today. NASDAQ is trying to break out. Futures are trying to push. Not too upset with my decisions that I made today. I just feel as if after my second trade, I should have walked. And I would have had a good ratio today, which would have been 2-0. But I'm now, what was it, 3 for 1? Not bad. Not bad. So do you think the market rips today, Les, or do you think it comes back down? I mean, anybody can give their opinions. I'm just want to see where people's thoughts are. I think this pullback was kind of a gift, in my opinion. I think we oversold off because of this. I think he's going to say what the market wants to hear, and then this market is going to rip. It's just my thoughts. I can be wrong. So watching Square couldn't hold that trend. Actually broke that trend, so Square should pull back down some more. Watching that on the side charts. Apple's also pulling. SPY couldn't break out as well. Broke the trend as well. And I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. So we can't come out of these ranges is what I'm seeing. So that should pull back right into this 281 level. Zoom that out a little. Possibly get a pullback into this 281.54 level. And this is what I said. I mean, we pretty much knew that this was probably going to happen, Les. It always happens. What's up, Gordon? Anytime we having these little minutes coming in and he's about to speak, market sells off, chop around. The minute he says what the market wants to hear, it just rips. So I think that's probably what's going to happen today. I would be surprised if he does not say what the market is looking for. Let me go. Let me just pull it up. Somebody just asked me about my SQ swing. Give a level on it. So let's look at this real quick. The bigger picture. 73.53. Three. So this can just chop around, guys. This is what happens when Fed minutes are like, this is it. Chop around, you get a nice movement in the morning. Today I just took one extra trade than normal. This is why I typically cut out early on today, because what's going to happen is two things are going to happen, right? We'll probably sell off more, or if you look at it, Square is already starting it. You'll probably get this little trade into a range like this, or pull down, and it's just this crazy chop around is what's probably going to happen, right? Once they talk about what they have to talk about, whether it's positive or negative, that's when you get the true movement. So what happens is some people are trying to position themselves, like I have already on the option side, and what they're trying to do is just try to beat everybody to the punch. So if it is positive, I'm pretty sure some people are buying contracts at certain levels just to minimize their risk. So let's just say if you were to trade Square on a swing, right? So last time we bought Square, this is the levels we bought it in. Why? Because it has a super strong support at the 73.53 level, right? So what do you think people are going to do? You have this big event coming on today around 2. Once that happens, if everything goes as planned and people are feeling that they're probably going to be positive, tell what the market needs to hear, you'll get the nice little push out of this. So people are just pretty much setting themselves up for this. If it is negative, then they just watch it. Let's just say if they're up here and they don't like what's coming out of his mouth, they kill the trade. They're still green on their little swing. It doesn't matter. And this is what's happening, I think. So you might get some nice, you might not get huge size volume and stuff coming in. And I want to say the meeting is around 2 o'clock today, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think we'll get any explosive actions until then. Might just chop around. Is my thought process. So if you look at Square, like I told you guys, look at Square. I'm not Square, SPY. If you look at SPY, look what's happening with SPY. Sorry, I had to respond to a text real quick. So if you look at SPY, like I told you guys, see what I'm saying? See this range is trading in? This is all it's going to do probably all day. We're probably stuck in this range. If it takes out this low, then we get the nasty pull, another sell-off until that meeting today. So this is why I say stay light, don't trade much today, and don't overtrade, because this is where you get hurt at. And you can see the indecision even on this. Look at UVXY, watching that as well on the side. And you just got that pop. You didn't get that clear sell-off you was looking at. Once it broke that, you got the sell-off on SPY. So this is what I'm watching. Some of the stuff I watch. So that as well is just showing you how people just don't know what's going to happen today. Basically is what it's boiling down to. So you should have just made your money first thing this morning, got the hell out of the market, revisit it back around 2 o'clock and see what's going on, and then you can get some nice movements on it. Is what I'm thinking. So again, just straight range. This is going to be boring, no big movements. I mean, let's look at FedEx. Did FedEx do anything much today, or is it still grinding to the upside? Still grinding to the upside. Yeah, it took a hit. I thought this would get bought up. I wanted it to come down right in here, but did it pre-market. It holds this 171 level. This is what I was looking for. I pushed back to 176.44, but didn't get my spot. Okay, so it's at 2 p.m. Then he speaks at 2:30. Okay. Yeah, so it's probably not much going to happen until then, is my thought. I mean, I don't know if my wife, I don't know, knowing her, she's probably going to try to drag me out the house and take her to the mall or something. Go get some lunch. And as you guys know, she's probably looking at it. She's over there smiling. So, or she's probably going to talk trash and try to get me to help her with her YouTube page. I don't know why I have to help her with it, especially because it's competition. She's saying that she'll have more subscribers than I would. So, not understanding how do you help your the person that's challenging you in something. That just makes no sense to me. Makes no sense at all. Oh, why are we watching this? I'm not even. I would rather watch SPY. I don't even have my alert service on. This is just how out of whack I was this morning. Let's turn you on. I don't know what's going on in the market today. See if we can get some alerts coming in or something. Get some action. That's probably been quiet all morning as well. Make sure my volume's turned up on that. Yep. Nothing. Apple pulled back right into resistance. SPY is still trying to hold up. The Qs are NASDAQ are not looking too bad. The Qs, look at this. I mean, it's trying to break out. It just can't break out. Like I told y'all, Square was going to pull back. As you guys can see, Square is actually starting to pull back. NASDAQ don't look too bad. Nice little solid uptrend. Not too bad. Looks better than the S&P 500. I can tell you that. What is it? What is the futures for them? I think it's MQ. I think. All right. I don't know. That's how you guys look. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, there goes square. This is why I told you guys to get out. If you guys didn't listen to me, you probably just gave up all your profits. This is why you just take what you can, get out and run. See, hit it, and then I told you guys this is what probably would happen, and there it goes. All right. Until this market shows itself, I don't think we'll get much out of this. This can probably just trade right in this range. And I'll show you the range once this zooms out. See how it's starting to, here's the range. It's probably going to come back down. If it comes here, it probably tests here. It needs to hold this level or we'll pull back down to that 74.22 level. But straight range. Couldn't break it. That was the level I was looking for. Pulled back into it. Couldn't reclaim it. That told you pretty much it was coming back down once you broke this trend. And it pretty much showed you right there. So it pretty much told you. If you didn't listen to it here, it was telling you here. And it told you here. And if you still ignore all the signs.
UK Labour Brexit spokesperson Starmer says thinks Prime Minister should seek an extension to allow Parliament to find a way forward on Brexit. Says Prime Minister's letter makes clear that's not her intention.
All right, that's be low enough. There goes the pullback on that one. Apple found support. Let's see if Apple can hold this 186.22 level. See if we can push back up. That'll be interesting to see. So what I typically do now, since I got that pullback, now I want to get rid of those. These don't mean anything to me now. Irrelevant. We already used those levels. And if you guys wanted to on that one, this means nothing to me. You no longer mean anything to me. And I think it's probably going to head towards that 74.22 level. If it takes out that low. And then I might just try one more if it does at that level. We'll see. Not sure yet. I'll be patient with it. See if I can make a little bit more on that one. Oh man. Nothing. Oh my gosh, this is like boring. We should have just kept the kids home today, babe. Be patient. Don't force anything. We don't have no direction on the market. If I was you guys, I'm probably going to cut out pretty soon and just come back and revisit everything around 2 o'clock to where I feel as if we can get some direction on the market. So again, guys, don't overtrade. If you guys are trading, just sit on your hands. Don't do much. We made a nice little bounce off Square this morning. We traded Roku this morning, was our only trades. Both of them turned out good for us. Square went against us once, but we're 3 for 1 on the day. You can't complain about that. Green on the day, walk away with your profits. Don't overtrade. So with me saying that, I am personally going to cut out, probably go grab me some breakfast or something, lunch, and then come back and revisit everything once pals start talking. So all right, guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow or later. I don't know if I'll go live during the minutes, but as of now, I am done for the day. I'm going to walk away with my profits, and I don't want to get caught in this chop fest. So take care, guys. Enjoy your day.